Why defense aircraft manufacturer HAL is building a civilian aircraft for use in India. The 19-seater Hindustan 228 or the DO-228 is the first major attempt in India to develop a small civil transport aircraft after the 14-seater Saras aircraft development program was shelved in 2009. Despite producing aircraft like the Hindustan Trainer 2 and its variants, the Hindustan Propulsion Trainer 32 for the Indian Air Force 6 decades ago, and more recently the Light Combat Aircraft for the IAF, the Indian aviation sector has not produced any civil transport aircraft. On August 15, the public sector aircraft manufacturing company Hindustan Aeronautics Limited carried out a successful ground run and low speed taxi trials of a commercial aircraft Hindustan 228 for type certification by the Director General of Civil Aviation DGCA. The 19-seater Hindustan 228 or the DO-228 is the first major attempt in India to develop a small civil transport aircraft after the 14-seater Saras aircraft development program at the National Aeronautics Laboratory was shelved in 2009 on account of multiple problems in its development. The type certification by the DGCA will enable HAL to get an international certification for the aircraft. The aircraft complies with airworthiness requirement prescribed by the US Federal Aviation Authority for normal utility acrobatic and commuter planes HAL has started. Why is HAL building a civil aircraft? Small civilian aircrafts are considered to be an essential element of the UDAN, Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagarik scheme that the central government is attempting to put in place for regional connectivity. Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiradiत्य Scindia said recently that central government aims to set up 1000 new air routes and establish 100 new airports under the UDAN scheme. Two civil demonstrators of DO-228 have already been made and are ready to be deployed in the northeast and Uttar Pradesh, the two places where we want to start the UDAN scheme, HAL Chairman R. Madhavan said this week on the sidelines of a company CSR event. This Hindustan 228 can be utilized by civil operators and state governments for intra and interstate connectivity with trading, maintenance and logistics support from HAL. Is the Hindustan 228 a spin-off from any other aircraft? Hindustan 228 aircraft is built on existing frame of the German Dornier 228 defense transport aircraft used by defense forces. In February 2020, HAL received the modification document for the HAL DO-228 upgraded civil aircraft from DGCA at the DEF Expo in Lucknow. Two civil DO-228 produced by HAL for launch under UDAN scheme have a maximum takeoff weight of 6,200 kgs. In order for the transport aircraft to be flyable under the commercial pilot license strategy category, HAL has to reduce the aircraft weight below 5,700 kgs. HAL DO-228-201 upgraded civil aircraft is equipped with digital cockpit which will ensure more accurate readings, precise information and agronomic data displays with feedback loops and capability for self-check to alert pilots in emergencies. What is the status of the development of the Hindustan 228? The DO-228 fulfilled by the requirement of a light transport aircraft within the defense forces. HAL has produced a total of 125 Dornier 228 under license at Kanpur since 1983. On December 26, 2017, the DGCA declared HAL 228 to be used for civilian flights. HAL's Transport Aircraft Division at Kanpur is now manufacturing the Hindustan 228 aircraft to support the regional connectivity scheme UDAN of the Government of India. On May 27, the first ground run of the first prototype of the aircraft was carried out. On August 15, ground trials and low-speed taxi trials of the aircraft were carried out for type certification by the DGCA. HAL Chairman R. Madhavan told Indian Express that HAL is now looking at international certification. The international certification has been taken up parallelly. DGCA is on board with us. We will go for high-speed trial very soon and will certify the aircraft. Once this is done, it becomes more usable, the chairman said. What are the roles envisaged for the civilian Hindustan 228 aircraft? The Hindustan 228 is conceived to be multi-role utility aircraft capable of being used for VIP transport, passenger transport, air ambulance, flight inspection roles, cloud seeding, recreational activities like para jumping, aerial surveillance, photography, remote sensing, and cargo transport. With a maximum cruise speed of 428 km per hour and a range of 700 km per hour, the aircraft is capable of night flying. HAL is looking forward to exporting the aircraft as well to countries like Nepal. What is the status of the Saras civilian aircraft project taken up in India in 1990s? National Aerospace Laboratories was asked by the Government of India in 2017 to revive development of its 14-seater Saras Mk2 aircraft under the UDAN scheme after the project was halted in 2009 following a major crash which killed 3 test pilots. The second prototype of the Saras had flown 45 times had been ever presented at Aero India 2009 a few days before it crashed. The project was revived after analysis of the accident revealed that the crash was a result of procedural lapses and not due to technical issues. The Saras 14-seater twin-turboprop aircraft aimed at serving the maturing civil aviation market in India was initiated by the 1990s but was constantly plagued by controversies. The first prototype of the Saras, which flew on May 29, 2004, was nearly 993 kg overweight on a proposed 4125 kg. The aircraft flew nearly 125 flights. Subsequently, an engine change cut the weight in the second prototype, but the aircraft crashed on March 6, 2009. A third prototype that was closer to the 4125 kg mark was in pipeline in 2009 when the crash occurred. The Saras program has received fresh impetus under the Make in India and UDAN programs of the NDA government. The development of Saras is projected as a precursor to the development of a proposed 70-seater regional transport aircraft involving NAL and HAL that was initiated in 2013 but was subsequently shelved, with HAL focusing on modifying Dornier 228 aircraft for civil aviation market in India. Thank you.